And the Barca players who surprised us all at the warm-up and coming out incredibly late, Mitchell. Do you find maybe it took Barca a while to get warmed up once the game had started?
Yeah, and that's why I think they started the game really slow. I think Real Madrid players were more ready than Barcelona players to start the game. My question right now, after halftime is, can Real Madrid keep that pressure, that energy, that hard working, to try to outrun Barcelona and take the ball off them? Well, physically, yes. And I think, so far, Zidane has proved that, his strategy is really good and is working against Barcelona. He worked in the Super Cup with that high pressure, and he's working right now. So introducing Kovacic as in the system of the team, it's been a really, really good thing, for this Real Madrid in this Clásico.
It seems to have worked over the opening 45 minutes. Duncan McMath, any changes?
No changes at half-time, no, and well, if you were Zinedine Zidane, you certainly wouldn't want to change anything at all. They've been fantastic in this first half, and the good news for Real Madrid, of course, we know that Barca generally score the majority of their goals in the second half. I think 70% this season in the second half, but the good news for Real Madrid is look at that bench. Isco, Asensio and Bale all to come in probably in the second half.
Okay, it's underway, the second half. The ball at the feet of Rafa Varane. Just to quickly remind you, playing for Real Madrid, Navas, Carvajal, Ramos, Varane, Ronaldo, Cruz, Benzema, Modric, Marcelo, Casemiro and Kovacic. For Barcelona, Ter Stegen, Piqué, Rakitic, Busquets, Iniesta, Suarez, Messi, Paulinho, Alba, Sergio Roberto and Thomas Vermaelen. It's Sergio Roberto on the ball, combines neatly with Paulinho, taking on Casemiro, force wide, he turns round and gets the ball through to Paulinho, taken off him by Kovacic, who feeds it to Luka Modric. Modric to Benzema. Benzema picking out Dani Carvajal. Carvajal pauses, back inside to Luka Modric. Carvajal again. Still Carvajal, turns. Luka Modric. Can't quite see the route through to pick out Benzema. He finds Marcelo instead with the outside of his boot. He picks out Ronaldo. Gerard Piqué's with him. Ronaldo, a little step over and another. He gets away from Piqué, tries the shot, always going wide, but it's once again, Frank, it's Madrid who come out with the more intensity and get the first shot on.
I already think Duncan said some good point in the first half about Madrid wants it more, looks like it.
Yeah,
so they are more aggressive. Also, because of the tactic, they're winning everything. Every 50-50, they're winning every challenge. So it's waiting for the goal for Madrid.
I mean, the point is, they want it more because they need it more. Because of course,
that's
still
true.
11 points behind, aren't they?
Definitely, Real Madrid know that they need to win this game. It's a game that it goes before Christmas. 40.
A lot of frustration there, sorry, Mitchell, for Toni Kroos. There was a free kick given against for the foul on Casemiro. Toni Kroos took it quickly. The referee forced him back to take the free kick from the spot where the challenge happened. Here's Toni Kroos. Under pressure from Paulinho. Whoa, and that's a tough one for Navas, who deals with it only as far as Iniesta. Busquets dinks it over the top to Luis Suarez. Iniesta. Suarez gets it into the box. It's a slightly heavy touch. Navas quickly off his line. That was a dreadful ball back to Navas. How brilliantly he dealt with it. Controlling the ball with his chest and then just getting it out of the danger area.
Going wrong, this kind of balls.
Benzema now battling with Vermaelen, the only player who's seen a yellow card so far. Carvajal to Benzema. Carvajal again. Under pressure, he finds Luka Modric. Casemiro in the centre circle. Messi takes it off him. Casemiro wins it back. The Barca players asking for a challenge. Not given. Ramos gives it away to Paulinho.
Marcelo is up. Look, always Casemiro covering Marcelo. Yeah, so the system is working really well in midfield because the four midfielders are working really hard on and off the ball.
Gerard Piqué. Rakitic to Sergio Roberto. Now Paulinho, Barcelona looking to try and establish a little bit of pressure, a little bit of control of the ball, but it's hard for them.
It's great to see now that even Kovacic is behind Casemiro to try to stop Messi.
Yeah. And doing a good job so far.
Yeah.
Iniesta to Jordi Alba. Barcelona yet to really take advantage of Alba's pace down the left. Here's Suarez. Finds Rakitic, Sergio Roberto in space. And Isco, and I believe Asensio and Gareth Bale warming up as Rakitic gets into the box. Lays it off for Suarez. Cuts it back in. And Luka Modric gets that one away as far as he possibly can. Ronaldo battling with Piqué. The ball falls for Sergio Roberto. Duncan, am I right in the three players who were warming up for Madrid?
Yep, you're right with the three players. Gareth Bale, Asensio and Isco, the three players that we mentioned earlier. What a bench that is to bring on in this second half. For Football Club Barcelona, it's Andre Gomes and Nelson Semedo who are also warming up on the sidelines.
Okay, that could mean a change in role for Sergio Roberto if Semedo's the man brought on. Meanwhile, Gerard Piqué finds Leo Messi. Messi back to Sergio Busquets. Busquets turns. All of his touches within a square metre at most. That's a very loose ball back. Ronaldo on there. It's a great challenge, isn't it? Crucial challenge by Piqué. Ronaldo gets up. He knows that was a clean one, but it was a fundamental challenge.
But at least we see a different Barcelona right now. They are keeping the ball more. They are having more possession. They are more Barcelona. And that's why I said, physically it's too much for Real Madrid, to keep that pressure. At a certain point, Barcelona will take, the control of the game.
But we've seen how Madrid, time and time again, have got the ball behind the Barca defence.
Yeah.
That could be a moment for Gareth Bale to come on and make an effect.
Definitely. Game plan is like that. He's trying to press high, try to win the ball high. But if you cannot do it and you have to save energy, Real Madrid are really comfortable on the break. So that will be the moment for Isco and maybe Bale.
But also, what you see happening now, Madrid is making a lot of mistakes when they're building up now. It's already the third pass that is not receiving a Madrid player. So it's also playing the cards of Barcelona right now.
Well, play on, says the referee. Busquets on the ball. He's being harried by three men. Casemiro takes it off him. Benzema can't beat Rakitic. And now the referee is blown. And Dani Carvajal furious with the referee. I don't know if you can see what's occurring down there, Duncan.
No, but you're absolutely right. Carvajal right in the referee's face, saying, goodness only knows what, really not happy. I assume he wanted to play on.
What I think so far, it's been an example of sportsmanship out there. There haven't been the usual problems between players. There hasn't been too much intensity when the ball isn't in play, has there?
No, it's been a
Barcelona happy to enjoy some possession. Gerard Piqué on the ball.
Very happy to enjoy some possession.
Paulinho caught there.
There you go.
For Toni Kroos. And you can see the frustration in Ronaldo's body language there. If Kroos had made that pass, Ronaldo was through. Here's Rakitic to Busquets. Leo Messi just pulls away from Benzema. Picks out Andres Iniesta. Alba making a run. Iniesta sees him, of course. Alba gets behind him, cuts back, and it's not the greatest shot from Suarez. Well saved by Keylor Navas, but that's, I think, the first time Jordi Alba's been picked out by Iniesta on that left side to get behind Dani Carvajal.
Yeah, and it's the first time that Barcelona, have been playing more than 2 minutes, in possession in the possession half.
Marcelo on the ball. It's laid off by Casemiro for Benzema. Benzema to Carvajal. Loads of space for Carvajal. He plays it first time to Luka Modric. Modric returns it to the Madrid number 2. Carvajal back to Kovacic. He looks up, picks out Toni Kroos. Kroos trying to feed it through to Benzema. Sergio Roberto saw it. What he didn't see was Marcelo in space. Busquets turning away from Toni Kroos. Is so calm on the ball.
So
Rakitic bursting forward.
It's a 3v2 now.
Here's Sergio Roberto.
It's a 3v2.
Fantastic.
Busquets.
50% of the goal is Busquets, and the Bernabeu is stunned. Well, it was so easy when it happened, Frank.
Yeah, but it was unbelievable. He was under pressure, make the right decision, and he opened the game totally.
Guys, he was under pressure. You know, surrounded by three. You know, Ramsey players putting pressure on him, and suddenly he has the calm to turn around and play a little ball into Rakitic. Rakitic gets the space, and they create a 3v2 with the two centre backs, Ramsey centre backs, and they do it really great.
Rakitic laying it off to Sergio Roberto. Sergio Roberto well aware that Luis Suarez was there.
They made the perfect triangle you have to do when you go 3v2.
And Luis Suarez has been questioned so much this season. He's obviously physically not 100%. He scored 10 Liga goals now, and that, Duncan, is a huge goal for Football Club Barcelona. What's the reaction on the Madrid bench?
Well, they're obviously disappointed. It's a huge goal for Barca, as you say, and beautifully executed. And that also is why Sergio Roberto is playing right back. That's the kind of pass that he's capable of. He's really a midfielder by trade, so he joins the midfield very easily, makes the right run. Rakitic did brilliantly, didn't he, to lay the ball off at the perfect moment. And as you say, another goal for Suarez, who's getting more and more important in the last few weeks. He's really improved in front of goal.
And what a fantastic partnership, Sergio Roberto, Luis Suarez. There was that brilliant cross from Sergio Roberto for Suarez's goal against Deportivo last time out. They seem to form a really excellent partnership. Barcelona now in the driving seat. Mitchell, how are Real Madrid and Zinedine Zidane going to react to this?
Well, it's going to be difficult because Barcelona, they started to have the possession of the ball, and the tempo is going slow, and that's good for Barcelona. So Real Madrid, they need to put some speed on this game, and one of the options, of course, is going to be Isco and Bale, will have a key role in the last 25 minutes of this game.
Marcelo's cross to the far post. Benzema was up there. Jordi Alba getting to the ball ahead of Benzema. It's played out, and Suarez going for Casemiro rather than the ball there. The referee, I believe, has just given a free kick, and it's Suarez who stays down. Barcelona with 10 men on the pitch.
You know, to the referee, I would say, don't get involved when Casemiro and Suarez are in there. Don't get involved.
And it's going to have to be taken again. Iniesta and Messi talking to referee Sanchez Martinez. Jordi Alba there too. There's absolutely no question in my mind that Suarez there went for Casemiro rather than the ball. Meanwhile, here's Ramos. Picks out Marcelo. Marcelo to Benzema. Does well to find Toni Kroos under pressure from Rakitic. Marcelo. Ronaldo making a run. Here's Benzema. He can't make the pass pay. Rakitic to play the ball out. Looking for Suarez. Rafael Varane, very aware of the danger. Heads it down to Ramos. Ramos to Kovacic.
That's a good
play on, says the referee. Paulinho wins it. Here's Messi. Problems for Madrid. Messi, can he get away from Ramos? Ramos does brilliantly to get back. Suarez going for the goal, hitting the side netting. Very impressive, the defending from Sergio Ramos there.
Yeah, he recovered really well. It's not easy to recover when you go Messi in front of you.
Well, what an astonishing opening 12 minutes to this half.
Yeah, but Barcelona looking better now, and Real Madrid are not able to keep the intensity they had in the first half. They cannot press them high, and even I see Kroos losing a lot of balls right now.
I think that's the crucial point. And it gives also Barcelona the confidence back. So they make a lot of easy mistakes. Another one. It's already the 5th time or something like that. First half they didn't.
They were accurate on the ball all the time.
Modric there making a gesture to Dani Carvajal, saying, you saw where I was going to put that ball, didn't you?
Yeah, another point is that, you know, you can feel how nervous the fans are with Benzema.
Yeah. Every time he doesn't quite do it right, or it doesn't come off for him, there are groans, there are moans.
They are getting really nervous with them. So
is he going to be possibly the first change Zidane will make?
You know, when you want to give confidence to your 9, you cannot change him.
Right, good point. Meanwhile, it's Luka Modric and Dani Carvajal. His cross is blocked by Jordi Alba. Throw into Real Madrid. Luka Modric thinks about the cross, tries it with the right foot, blocked by Rakitic. It falls to Suarez. Oh, and Ramos there with a rather naughty one. He's going to see a yellow card. Now, we were talking about this before. That was very obvious. I want to see the replay here. I think that's a completely deserved yellow card.
I don't think so.
You don't think so?
No.
Let's watch the replay.
I think it was using his hands.
It looked to me like
He saw the...
Let me see. Yes.
Oh, yeah, no, that's red card.
Red card, absolutely.
To be honest, the referee has been really kind with Sergio Ramos.
I think he's playing with fire, Ramos, knowing the reputation.
There is no need to do that.
It's not necessary. The ball's going out for a throw in, or maybe a non-threatening possession for Barca.
In the beginning, I thought he want to, avoid the body check with, so he want to turn around him, so he has to use his arm a little bit. But this was really.
But that's the dark arts, and he's a master of the dark arts.
Simon, there's a change coming. Gareth Bale has taken off his warming up top. He's about to come on. I think Zinedine Zidane's going to make a double change. I've just seen Asensio running back to the bench as well, so expect a double change for Real Madrid. Asensio and Gareth Bale about to come on.
Well, it sounds like Zinedine Zidane is reacting then, and certainly the Bernabeu is rising to the occasion, absolutely furious. I think with the referee, also with Piqué, who they think is wasting time. Zinedine Zidane's body language saying the same. But again, what do you expect Barcelona to do in those circumstances?
Now they got the timing, and to be honest, they don't have the pressure. Winning right now 1-0 in here is great news for the league, for them.
Well, right now, with 30 minutes to go, they're 14 points clear of Real Madrid.
And before Christmas, so imagine. The thing is that Zidane is going to react, of course, with 2 changes, and he has to throw everything he's got in there on the pitch.
Messi goes down, free kick given, and again the home fans erupt. It looked to me like there was contact.
The fourth official, he said something in his ear, probably, because he didn't want to whistle.
Right.
Sergio Ramos, by the way, absolutely furious as the ball rolled out there. Andre Gomez stood in his way and wouldn't let Ramos get the ball. He gave him a shove and went and grabbed the ball from behind Andre Gomez. So you can tell that Sergio Ramos is close to losing his cool here.
Well, I'll tell you what, Duncan, I don't know if you saw the replay of that challenge he made that earned him a yellow card on Suarez, but the three of us up here think it could have been a red card.
Completely agree. He raised his hand, it was aggressive, it probably should have been a red card.
Well, we're going to see Gareth Bale and Marco Asensio come on. Who will they be replacing? The ball's still in play, so we'll have to wait a moment to find out.
Oh, good ball.
Alba finding Paulinho. Paulinho being chased by Casemiro. Picks out Sergio Roberto in space. Sergio Roberto back to Gerard Piqué. Square to Vermaelen. Jordi Alba. Barcelona looking so much more comfortable now. They've given that one away. One back by Suarez off Varane. Suarez, he couldn't find Messi. Forced to Paulinho. Paulinho's shot straight into the chest of Keylor Navas, who hasn't put a foot wrong today.
Ramon, you have to change something.
Yeah, too much error. Started again with an error.
It's the moment.
Kovacic. Out by Leo Messi. Modric takes it quickly. Casemiro. Kovacic stays down. Casemiro driving forward. He's caught by Sergio Busquets. Play on, says the referee. Gerard Piqué driving forward. Now Leo Messi. Still Piqué running forward. He wants to go. It's Suarez! Keylor Navas. Messi. Off the post from Suarez. And it's in the back of the net. It's not going to stand. A red card. Handball by Dani Carvajal, and he's sent off. That is a game changer.
It's even worse.
Dani Carvajal sees a direct red card, doesn't stay on the pitch to argue.
He's not going to wait now.
That's going to make a difference for Zinedine Zidane.
Asensio and Bale have to wait a little bit.
They do.
They need to adjust the defense, of course.
There's no question, by the way, either. He literally saved it like a goalkeeper with his arm, with his hand.
Brilliant first save from Navas. It's picked up by Messi.
Well, mate.
It comes off the post, and it's a fantastic save.
It's a great save. But
you can see that he knows the red card's coming.
My question is now, if he misses the penalty, Messi, what's better, the second goal of the red card? I don't know.
Yeah.
What's the point on that?
Yeah, it's a good
because
point.
finally the ball is into the back of the net. It's a goal.
Well, Messi misses a lot of penalties. Navas doing a dance. Messi!
No,
this time.
He didn't miss it.
Football Club Barcelona 2, Real Madrid 0.
Yeah, fantastic penalty taken. You know, no chance for Navas, and if you see the second half, they deserve, you know, to score another one, because they are the dangerous side right now.
Absolutely.
Madrid making error by error every time.
14 points behind Barcelona, down to 10 men. There's the celebration from Messi, winding the Bernabeu up. The atmosphere here could become toxic very quickly, Mitchell. You asked what's better, the goal or the red card? They've got both.
Both, yeah. Now it's a difficult situation for Zidane and his players, but to be honest, the game changed after half-time. Because obviously the tempo was lower for Real Madrid, and they missed a lot of passes in midfield. Yeah. And it allowed Barcelona to get the ball, get the possession, and take over the game.
What is it about Leo Messi that just comes alive in this stadium? He's the nightmare for these fans, isn't he?
Okay, he won so much already. You know, this kind of games, he's looking forward to this kind of game, because all the intention is on Ronaldo, on Messi. Then the greatest step up then right now.
Okay, so the change.
Look, the answer from the fans when the mind changed.
Nacho for Benzema, and the Bernabeu is furious, as Mitchell points out.
Well, it's a normal change. You know, they have to adjust, you know, the defense, and Nacho obviously has to be there. And the thing is that you can see how furious the fans are with Benzema with the change.
But I mean, presumably you push Carvajal and Marcelo further up and play with 3 men at the back, and that's why Nacho's in. Is that the reasoning?
Well, you know, you need a defender. Carvajal is out, and you need a defender. Just that.
I think
as simple as that.
I mean, Marcelo.
Nacho is going to be played as a right back.
And Ronaldo is a lonely striker right now.
And now the problem is that Barcelona are going to have more and more possession.
Is Ronaldo?
And the counter is going to be very, very dangerous for us, for Real Madrid.
That's a brilliant piece of anticipation by Piqué. Paulinho turns away from the challenge of Casemiro. Busquets finds Sergio Roberto. Sergio Roberto is caught by Cruz, I think, and wins a free kick.
He's going to make the double change now, though.
Okay, Asensio and Bale. Who for, Mitchell? Who's going to come on?
I think Kovacic or Casemiro
or Cruz. I would say Cruz, because Kovacic at least is working on Messi.
Yeah.
Casemiro has to keep the balance of the team, especially when you are playing with 10.
Yeah, and one controlled midfield will go out.
So it has to be Cruz.
And Kovacic.
Look, I would say Cruz and Kovacic both.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll have to wait a while to see it as Gerard Piqué picks this one up.
Probably it will. There's no other options.
Cruz and Kovacic. Yeah. Obviously, Ronaldo is not going to be.
No.
The 4 defenders are not going to be. And Keylor Navas is not going to be. So.
Right.
So
it's been absolutely brilliant.
Yeah, brilliant. So my only options are Kovacic and Cruz.
Well, we'll wait and find out as soon as the ball goes out of play. Meanwhile, Thomas Vermaelen on the ball for Barcelona.
Barcelona are going to play position game right now. So they just, make it very big, the pitch as big as possible. Let it make triangles like this.
Well, suddenly all the pressure's off Barcelona.
And then suddenly they are one against Navas, you will see.
Jordi Alba for Barcelona inside to Andres Iniesta. Alba to Rakitic, Vermaelen back to Ter Stegen. Busquets. You get the impression Barcelona could keep this going for 10 minutes before they can make the substitutions. Iniesta. Flick on, gets it back from Alba. Frustrating for Modric, ball chasing there.
Oh, good ball.
Leo Messi, back to Rakitic. Gerard Piqué, Sergio Roberto to his right.
Oh.
Luis Suarez. Back to Rakitic.
Paulinho with a good run.
Here's Gerard Piqué again.
We didn't talk too much about Paulinho, but he's making amazing runs in behind.
Yeah.
And he's the only one that supports a little bit Suarez. When they were attacking.
The penalty, the header.
The header is from him. He's always there into the box when you need him.
Jordi Alba. A burst of pace for him. He goes down, and the referee, I think quite rightly, tells him to get on his feet. It looked to me as though he let the leg drag.
Yeah, 100% right, Simon. It was like that.
Messi to Paulinho, lovely first touch, the second touch maybe lets him down. A brave save from Keylor Navas. And still, Asensio and Bale continue their warm-up. Here's Marcelo. Ramos to Kovacic.
Nice Barcelona pressing high. It's the other way around. Look,
And working
winning the ball back in there, the position.
Iniesta.
The position now.
It's Cruz working hard. Play on, that was a fair challenge from Rakitic. Swatted first time to Messi. Messi's onside. Still Messi. Tries the shot. Brilliant left hand from Navas. Well, if there's one player who deserves a 10 today for Madrid, it's that man in yellow, Keylor Navas.
Full credit to him with all the media, as he said, all the media, everybody with a lot of rumors about bringing a goalkeeper last year with De Gea, now with Kepa, and he keeps performing. He keeps professional in there.
And what he does is he makes those rumours become very difficult to make reality because it shows what a top-class keeper he is. Gerard Piqué for Football Club Barcelona. The Bernabeu are even kind of forgetting to cheer Piqué when he's on the ball now. There are other concerns for them.
Yeah.
Busquets finds Suarez. He's got time to look up. Picks out Messi. Messi turns away.
Good run from Suarez.
Iniesta. And Suarez frustrated that nobody saw him.
Well, now the spaces are arising all the time. So the Barcelona players, they see. They smell the blood. They see that there are spaces to run in behind, and all of them are doing it.
Rakitic. Gerard Piqué. Thomas Vermaelen. And Madrid.
This is what you want, you know, from Barcelona point of view. You know, everybody whistling to get pressure from Madrid, and then they will try to make runs behind the defense.
Good work from Cruz. It comes to Marcelo. Marcelo to Ronaldo. Ronaldo taking on Gerard Piqué, gets the cross in. And between Alba and Iniesta, they get a touch, but it falls to Modric. Iniesta quickly in between Modric and the ball. Danger over momentarily. Lovely play. Busquets.
This kid is not bad, is it?
Not bad, Iniesta. Not bad at all. Paulinho. Still Paulinho. It's a bit of a hopeful one, and it will be a throw to Real Madrid. And we're going to see Gareth Bale and Asensio at last. That's been a 5-minute
Kovacic is the first one
without the ball going off.
Kovacic is the first one to go off. It's Casemiro instead of Cruz.
Okay, well, it's showing at least some attacking intent there. You know? Well, that changes things. 10 men Real Madrid.
So, in a normal situation right now, Cruz and Modric will drop a little bit, playing with two, instead of one holding midfielder, two holding midfielders. That's what I think.
Gareth Bale says,
yes, we need that. We need Bale. We need Bale today.
That's a good ball in, but maybe just struck too firmly from Luka Modric. It'll be a goal kick. Bale made a brilliant run there, didn't he, after laying the ball off?
Yes, we need those runs from Bale. He can get us back into the game.
Well, with 17 and a half minutes to go, there's time. Anything can happen in these games, and
look, Paulinho running there.
Yeah, he will give the ball.
He will receive the ball, and it's easy to see from here. From there, it's not that easy.
Exactly. There's Leo Messi for Barcelona.
There you go.
He picks out Sergio Roberto. There's danger here.
Second post.
We very nearly got through, but it was Ramos, I think, with a header.
It was interesting then, Simon, just as Frank said second post, you saw Luis Suarez pointing with his thumb over his head as if to say, not to me, to the back post, because Paulinho's making a run there.
Asensio to Toni Kroos. Kroos picks out Luka Modric.
Two
Gareth Bale. Cuts inside Iniesta. A typical loping gait of his. He picks out Toni Kroos. Nearly caught by Messi. He finds Marcelo. Asensio outside Marcelo. Asensio's cross takes a deflection. Claims the handball. Waved away by referee. Play on. Sergio Roberto to Messi. Gets the ball back. Only Luis Suarez up front now for Barca. He picks out Rakitic, who nods it down to Andres Iniesta. Iniesta happy for the seconds to tick away. Busquets. Paulinho.
And Semedo is going to bring more speed in the right side. He's going to come on.
It's strange because Sergio Roberto is playing fantastic.
But I don't think he'll take him off. I think he'll move him up
probably
further up the park to his ideal position, because he can really cause
maybe for Iniesta, that Iniesta is going out.
I think you may be right. Duncan, any suggestion with Nelson Semedo about to come on for Barcelona?
No suggestion as yet. I haven't seen Valverde talking to any of the Barca players, but I wouldn't be at all surprised that Frank was right with Andres Iniesta coming off. We very rarely see him play a full 90 minutes these days, so it would be a perfect opportunity to take off Iniesta and push up Sergio Roberto.
Piqué to Paulinho. Marcelo takes it off and Cruz returns it to the little Brazilian. Not even Marcelo can go it alone though. It's played back to Ter Stegen. Calm as you like. That's a dangerous one from Piqué. Toni Kroos just over hitting the attempted return ball to Marcelo. Marc-Andre Ter Stegen furious that he doesn't have the option of a pass wide to the right.
Messi running behind. Varane is really powerful in there. Varane is really powerful. Oh no.
Messi put his hands up to his head as though apologising. Duncan, did you see that?
Yeah, it was right in front of me. I think maybe there was just a tiny bit of contact, but Varane very clever.
Iniesta is off.
Okay, well, we got it absolutely right. Frank, nice one. Andres Iniesta, and 50-50 cheers, 50-50 applause from the Bernabeu. As I said in the first half, Mitchell, hats off to these fans. They're being beaten by the eternal rival. They're down to 10 men, 14 points behind. Iniesta's taking his time, and there are still people applauding.
Applauding because, the fans in here, they love football.
Yeah.
And they appreciate what Iniesta means, for the Spanish football.
I wonder if the same would happen if it was in the Camp Nou. I'm not quite so sure if it's the other way round. But either way, I think we have to say that. Hats off to the fans at the Bernabeu today. Well said. So Semedo slots in on the right of defence. Sergio Roberto moves into his natural position. He's a player who's sacrificed for football, for the good of Barcelona, because he's such a great wide player. We've seen with the ball he put in for Suarez's goal, he's really good.
Sergio Roberto is the perfect player, for the squad. I think he's the perfect, kid that any father wants at home.
Okay.
He can do any job on the pitch.
Perfect son-in-law.
Yeah, the perfect son-in-law. Yeah, definitely. So he can defend, he can attack, he can create. So he's a really complete player. There you go.
That one's fallen for Asensio. Ronaldo in the middle. Bale calling for it back. And it's brilliantly defended by Thomas Vermaelen, who gets a reward hug from Jordi Alba. The danger hasn't gone away as Marcelo swings the cross in. It's cleared by Alba and it's for Modric. Modric turns away from Busquets, gets into the area, gets beyond Alba. Saved by Ter Stegen. He's had very little to do in the second half, but he pulls off a brilliant save there from Gareth Bale. Point blank the Welshman, and he couldn't finish it off.
On his right foot though, Simon. If that had been on his left, I think it would have been a goal.
Well done, Nacho.
Nacho showing his quality there, taking the ball off Messi. Here's Asensio.
Yeah, we couldn't see Ter Stegen in this second half too much. Right. That's good for Barcelona, but when you need him, that's why he's a top class.
It makes a difference between a regular goalkeeper and a fantastic goalkeeper.
Yes.
I mean, we've seen two such quality keepers out there today. Here's Gareth Bale. Dinks a delicate one out to Marcelo. Bounces awkwardly. Marcelo deals with it. Gets away from Sergio Roberto. Drives it into the box. Piqué misses it. Ronaldo goes down. Play on, says the referee. And Vermaelen did well. Suarez, brilliant challenge from Modric. It's down to Varane to start again. Bale screaming for it.
Come on, mate.
Here's Bale. Gets it onto his left foot. Tries the shot. And Ter Stegen spills it, but on the second attempt manages to gather it.
No, fantastic Ter Stegen again. But that's what we need, Bale. Our only chance right now is the Bale spin.
And it's so great to see him so confident and screaming for the ball.
Yeah, and he's been on, what, 5 minutes, 3 minutes, and he's already made Ter Stegen pull off 2 saves. The only 2 saves Ter Stegen's had to make in this second half. Joao Piqué on the ball. Picks out Nelson Semedo. Sergio Roberto trying to get away from Ramos.
Semedo overlapping. There you go.
Messi sees Semedo. Semedo gets there ahead of Varane. Oh!
Another save.
I think it went through the legs of Keylor Navas, but he just got a touch there to push it wide for a corner.
With the back of the feet.
Could so easily have been 3-0. Once again, Keylor Navas saving Real Madrid, keeping them only just in this game. Nobody from Barca prepared to sprint to take the corner. Rakitic wandering across
the rush.
And guaranteed to annoy the fans here. Duncan, it looks like Valverde's making preparing another change. Is that true?
I can't see who it is, but the only player that's been warming up has been Andre Gomez. So I assume, 21. Andre Gomez about to come on. I've just seen his shirt.
Meanwhile, Rakitic with the corner. Headed clear, only as far as Jordi Alba. There's Busquets. All the way back to Nelson Semedo. Sergio Roberto. Semedo again. Back to Ter Stegen, and why not in these circumstances? Less than 10 minutes left for 10-man Madrid to try and get back into this game. It's a huge ask. Is there anything they can do, Mitchell? Because Barca seem to have this game exactly where they want it.
You know what you got in front of you, and it's Barcelona. They're really comfortable on the ball now. They got the quality to play the ball, to play little passes until they got the space to exploit. So for Real Madrid, play is very difficult to in this case decide if they push high and try to press and leave spaces in behind for Barcelona players, or just sit a little bit deep and try to play on the counter when you win it back. And you got Bale to do that.
Well,
that's the only thing you can do, to be honest.
Well, they just won it back. Bale prevented from progressing any further by Busquets. Finds Modric. Now Ramos. Marcelo leaves it for Asensio. Marcelo on the overlap. And Semedo got a touch. It'll be a corner to Real Madrid. And Andre Gomez about to come on for Football Club Barcelona. They take the corner quickly. Toni Kroos, blocked by Rakitic. Ramos is attempted into the side net. Saved, in fact, by Andre Ter Stegen.
He never dives. He's just standing and put his arms up.
He's got strong hands.
But he's always watching. He's not gambling. He's always watching what the player is doing.
There's a yellow card to Marcelo, and that's for dissent, yes, Duncan?
Yep, something he said to the referee. He's continuing to talk to him here. He has to be careful here, Marcelo.
Well, you have to say full credit to Real Madrid, because with 10 men, down to 10 men, they keep pushing, and they're creating 3 clear chances. 2 from Bale, and now this last one from Ramos.
Kroos with the corner. Piqué heads it down, but not away. Asensio to Modric. Modric. Ronaldo! So close to getting on the end of that was Sergio Ramos. He loves an occasion like this. Sergio Ramos loves to score against the old
especially
enemy.
around 10 minutes to play. You get the stadium behind you.
Absolutely.
Was offside also.
Meanwhile, it's going to be Sergio Busquets who's replaced by Andre Gomez.
No,
it's Paulinho. He got it wrong then.
No.
Because he held up to 5, didn't he? I was 15.
I think it was 15, yeah.
I think you're right, Duncan.
No way he's going to replace Busquets right now.
Of course. That's why I was so surprised. But
it wouldn't make sense.
A brilliant performance, I think, from Paulinho today.
Yeah, fantastic performance. He was offensively, defensively, he was fantastic. And he was, really the player who
was between the defense and the attacking players, so compliments to him.
I think he was the best player when Barcelona were really quiet, to be honest.
In the first half.
In the first half.
Yeah. Well, he certainly put the effort in. He's rewarded with 6 or 7 minutes of rest as Barcelona seek to hold on to this advantage. Leo Messi picks this one up. Gomez with his first touch. Back to Messi. Messi to Busquets. Vermaelen, Gerard Piqué. Sergio Roberto, Rakitic. Piqué, Sergio Roberto. Masses of options. He chooses the best one. Leo Messi. Oh dear. There's a chance for Andre Gomez. And getting in there was Rafael Varane. It'll be a corner to Barcelona. That is a brilliant interception.
Suarez not happy.
No.
He wanted the ball, like the first goal.
And once again, Rakitic taking all the time in the world to get across there to take it.
The save on his shoulder. Unbelievable.
Well, it's a game that's been absolutely full of brilliant individual performances. There's Busquets, who's been one of them. Oh, lovely first touch from Rakitic, just get away from Marcelo. And there waits Gareth Bale. Bale making a sprint. And Modric can't see the way through. Maybe Toni Kroos can, who's going the other way.
Another Asensio.
Nacho. Modric to Gareth Bale. Bale cutting inside. Finds Asensio. And it's Leo Messi who takes the ball off him. And I can hear 1 or 2 rounds of applause around the Bernabeu with Messi taking that one off. I think it's the very few Barca fans who are here who are the happiest at the moment.
Definitely.
We're in the last 5 minutes. Real Madrid, remember, down with 10 men after Dani Carvajal took one for the side, a red card for saving off the line with his hand. It's 2-0 to Barcelona because Leo Messi put the resulting penalty away after Luis Suarez has got the Catalans in front. And it's an uphill struggle for Madrid now. You can see that they're tired. Sergio Roberto breaking away from Ramos and Modric.
We said the effort in the first half, it was too big.
Here's Leo Messi. Still Messi gets into the box. Still Messi. And couldn't quite make the pass to Suarez, who's frustrated. But he needn't be too frustrated, Frank, because Barcelona surely are now 14 points clear of Real Madrid.
Yeah, it should be strange if it's getting still to a draw, so it's waiting for the trees. Right now, and they're controlling the game, and there's a big setup for all Madrid fans, of course, and also for La Liga, If somebody's like so many points clear, it's not good for the league, of course.
We have to remember that it's not just Barca and Real Madrid in this league, though.
Valencia is doing very well.
There's Messi, and good save again from Navas. Atletico Madrid are 6 points behind Barcelona. That goes to 9 with this result today, so certainly a big gap. Did I do my calculations correctly there, Duncan McMath?
Yeah, you did, yeah.
Thank you. Not always the case.
Of course, Atletico lost against Espanyol yesterday, so that was a pity for them.
Right, of course. Toni Kroos. Asensio. Sergio Ramos. 2.5 minutes to go. Marcelo. He'll never stop running until he hears the final whistle. He's caught by Busquets. What colour's the card? Yellow for Sergio Busquets. A little bit unnecessary, that. No doubt, a very, very late challenge from behind there on Marcelo.
And that's the yellow card that Sergio Busquets didn't want to pick up against Deportivo. That's why he wasn't played, because it's his 5th yellow card, so he misses Barca's next La Liga game.
Toni Kroos with the...
Could also be on purpose then, that he wanted.
It could well be. It's well timed.
Definitely is on purpose.
Yeah.
Kroos to take the free kick. We're inside the last 2 minutes of the final Clasico of 2017-18. And that one smashing onto the head of Ramos. He didn't have time to respond. It'll be a goal kick to Barcelona. And Mitchell, how do you feel out there just in the white shirt, knowing your rivals have come here and won for the third successive time in La Liga in the Bernabeu?
Well, the first thing is always really difficult to take when you lose against Barcelona at home. That's the first thing.
Of course.
The second one, obviously, is the difference right now in the league. And bear in mind, not only that the difference is big, you got a very difficult tie in the Champions League against PSG. So this game would be crucial to try to close the gap a little bit and get some confidence for that tie as well. Right now they go for Christmas. This the break, they have to think about it and get back into the job. But to be honest, it's really tough to take for all the fans, for the media, for the players, and for the manager.
Well, the fans are starting to head out of the Bernabeu. And you have to understand why. This isn't the Christmas present anybody wanted here in Madrid. And for Barcelona, they've been criticised for not being the Barca of old, and the Barca we're used to seeing for being more pragmatic and less thrilling to watch. But they're doing the results, still unbeaten at the end of 2017 in La Liga.
I think this is a professional win and a pragmatic win, to be honest. Obviously they stay into the game in the first half. Maybe they could concede a goal, but they stay into the game. And in the second half, when they had the possession, when Real Madrid were a little bit tired, was the moment where they capitalized the chances. So they were waiting for the right moment to hit Real Madrid.
It's Suarez, he lays it off to Leo Messi. 3 minutes have been added. Here's Leo Messi. Can they add to the pain? No, they can't. It's a terrible miss there from Andre Gomez. He had a chance there of a little bit of glory. Doesn't get too many, Duncan McMath. He missed the target by a long way there.
Well, that's two golden opportunities he's had, and both times he was really slow to get the ball out from under his feet. He had all the time in the world, took too much time to get the shot away, and in the end, put it over the crossbar. But as you say, he's yet to score in La Liga this season.
Duncan, Aleix Vidal coming on to replace Sergio Roberto.
Yeah, just for the final couple of minutes, well, just the added time. In fact, there'll be 3 minutes of added time. Aleix Vidal replacing Sergio Roberto, who I think has been one of the best players, best performers for this Barca side.
Frank, do you agree? Sergio Roberto?
Yeah, he was fantastic. Also, defensive-wise, first half he did very well. So because he had a lot of problems with fullbacks and midfielders
running behind.
So he did very well.
Gerard Piqué, and there's a chance for Aleix Vidal. Can he find? He can't make the pass pay. Rafa Varane, who's also been brilliant for Real Madrid, gets the block. It'll be a corner, and just about the final play.